What's going on, everybody? So today we're actually going to go through and do a little bit of a short project because I don't have a whole lot of time today. It's kind of late on a Thursday. I do still have to work tomorrow, and so we're going to go through and get this process done so this way I have enough time to get this edited for you guys. But anyways, today we're going to go through and take off the old oil filter, that whole assembly in general. We're going to get that done. And then after that, we're going to go through and possibly, depending on how long that's actually going to take us, try to measure out how much line we're going to need for the oil cooler. So might get that done, and then we might actually also go through and do the Tessa tape on the wire loom that's there for the oil pressure sensor. So we're going to get that started, and we'll go from there. Okay, so what we're going to start with is actually taking the old filter that's inside of the housing out, so this way we can kind of get any excess oil or whatever to kind of drain back into the motor while we are getting the rest of the bolts out. This is probably going to make a little bit of a mess. I don't think it's going to be too much, but to be fair, I also don't know how much oil is actually reserved in that little housing unit there, so we're going to find out. Probably going to make a mess, but we're going to get that done, and we're going to go from there.
Never ends, back again, square one. Try to leave myself behind, looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save this, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line. Didn't think I'd go this far, but here we are, the end.
Houston, we have a problem. So as of right now, I am having a hard time getting to one of 4 bolts. I've got, I believe, 2 out right now. I believe 2. Anyways, the bolt that I'm having a hard time getting to, the reason I'm having a hard time getting to it is because there's a component that's in the way. The component that's in the way, if I take it out, then it then I have to take the car to the shop because I do not have the proper tools to get that taken care of. So what that is, I'm going to show you. Okay, so that piece right down there, this little metal unit right there, that is the air, basically it's the compressor for my air conditioning. Yeah, if I take that out, then this line, which is the pressurized line that has special refrigerant in it to go into the cab, or basically the inside of the car for the air conditioning. I don't have the proper stuff to create a vacuum to re-pressurize this with the proper refrigerant, and I'm not going to take it to a shop to do that. So we're going to have to get creative. I'm going to end up having to do a little bit more research. I thought this was going to be simpler. I knew it was going to be a struggle getting it out, but I didn't realize it was going to be this much of a struggle. So basically, we are in between a rock and a hard place. Tons of no fun. As of right now, I'm probably going to end the video here. There's not a whole lot of content, so I apologize. Yeah, there's no excuse for this. This is irritating. It's already been a long day, and I'm not super in the mood to do this stuff, but I had to get something done. I got a couple of bolts out. That's at least some progress. I got the filter taken out. It doesn't matter if there's getting any dust or anything in that because of the fact that that is coming out, and then we're just going to go from there. So, as of right now, we are going to put you back up on the tripod, and I'm going to continue working a little bit longer, but then we're going to end the video, so be right back. Okay, so there is something I can do that I totally forgot that I had to do as well. I have to go through and drain the radiator because I want to put some new coolant in there. It's still the original coolant as well. Yeah, not supposed to be, but anyways, I'm going to go through and get that process started. I'm not going to do a full flush on it just because I don't have all the stuff to do that. You have to have distilled water, or you're supposed to have distilled water, and then I don't have the coolant to replace it right now either, so I'm just going to go through and drain it and show you guys how to do that, so this way you know how to do that. So we're going to get that process started. That requires me to get underneath the car. We did get a separate drain tank. Yeah, it sounds about right. Anyways, to hold all the excess fluid that's coming out of the vehicle. So we're going to go through and get under the car, and we'll show you what we're talking about. Okay, so on my Camaro, this right here is actually the drain valve. They do call it something else. I don't feel like I should say that on YouTube, so we're not going to say that on YouTube. But anyway, just know that they call it something different. I'm gonna pause this for a second so I can get the drain, or the drain pan ready. So, one sec. Okay, so at this point we've got everything ready. We're just gonna go through and open this up. It should start to drain out here in a second. Oh, there we go. This is making a little bit of a mess. Now I don't want to open this full blast because obviously I've got the phone down here and I really don't want to make a splash mess more than I already have. So we're going to get this going by itself and we'll be right back. Okay, so you can see what the color is that's coming out. It's kind of still an orange. It is darker for sure. The new ones I'm pretty sure is supposed to be more vibrant, but we'll compare it. Either way, I'm still changing it out because it needs it. So I'm gonna tip this back down. It's making an interesting sound off this container. But we're gonna pause it here, like I said, and we'll be right back. Okay, so just to speed it up, I did take the drain plug all the way out. This has basically the little drain valve like I showed you. That's what we started with, and then taking this whole thing out basically opens up the whole drain, and so we just let it do its thing, and it's a pretty steady stream at this point. We're just letting it do its thing, and we'll be back. I think this means that we are almost done. we're gonna stop the video here. So we're gonna flip it back around. Okay guys, so at this point we're just finishing this up. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for joining us yet again here in SBC Garage. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you have any words of wisdom about the filter housing that I'm trying to get off, because that's gonna be a fun one in itself. I have a feeling, I'm hoping that's not true, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to take off the AC compressor, which is gonna suck because that's a lot of extra work I did not want to do. So anyways, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna end the video here. To everybody that decided to join us today, thank you. Also, if you guys have any questions, make sure you send me an email, because honestly I will respond back. I don't mind, no matter what it is about car stuff, coffee stuff. If you guys have any ideas for the channel, go ahead and send me an email. Also, for our new subscribers, thank you for joining us for sure. Please send it out to everybody that you know that might be interested in this, because again, we're trying to grow the channel. You could potentially be one of the lucky few that we are going to disperse the first paycheck from YouTube across to. We're going to go through, like I said, just as a reminder, if you haven't seen the past videos, we're going to go through and take the first paycheck once we get monetized by YouTube to roll back into our subscriber base, because we don't really need the money other than for our projects. And well, obviously if you guys are taking the time to watch the videos and be a part of my content, I will help you with your content. So that's the easiest way to go about this. So again, we need 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours in one consecutive year in order for us to qualify for the monetization portion of it. As of right now, I think we're at 65 subscribers. We're actually almost at 70 videos. My hopes are that we can do 70 videos with 70 subscribers at the minimum. That would be pretty cool, and just to go through and do that. I think this is video 66. I think it does matter. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day, and we will talk later.